Wait a minute, I hear something.
Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Blueberry News! Dr. Movie! Dr. Movie! Yeah!
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dr. Movie, the podcast that keeps easing on down the road. That's right, we're back with another one, and this is one I've always enjoyed. And when you think about Rodney Dangerfield, here's the thing about Rodney Dangerfield. He's pretty much a one-trick pony when you put him in the movie, right? He's basically the same character in every movie. They just give him a different name. But you know what? It works. And with that being said, we're going to talk about 1983's Easy Money. Could be my favorite Rodney Dangerfield film. I guess because of the context of what's going on. So yeah, if you haven't seen this one, it's comedy, 1983. Let's see if we can find a synopsis here. Degenerate Monty Capoletti is perfectly content with spending his life drinking, smoking, and gambling with his other layabout buddies. There's more to it here. Yikes. His wealthy mother-in-law, Miss Monahan, has long disapproved of Monty's irresponsible behavior, but when she dies, she leaves him $10 million in her will. However, predictability, there's a catch. Monty has to change his life and his life vice, and live vice-free for 1 year in order to collect the money. So yeah, I mean, perfect setup, right? But yeah, you got Rodney, I mean, pretty much just drinking all the time. He's got a roach motel set up in the medicine cabinet, which has a bunch of roaches in it that he smokes whenever he just needs to get away from the family. He's got a daughter that's about to get married, which is hilarious. But yeah, his best friend is Joe Pesci, very young Joe Pesci, before he becomes the Joe Pesci that we know and love. This is a fun one, y'all. Do we have a why to watch? Yes, it's raunchy, hilarious, and exuberant. Yeah, I'll give you that. Story is very good, both funny and thought-provoking. Not a dull moment. Yeah, I agree with that. In the end, Easy Money is a goofy but lovable movie starring one of the most goofy and lovable comedians of all time. So yeah, people get it, right? Let's talk about our cast. Obviously, we got Rodney Dangerfield. We got Joe Pesci as Nick. Jennifer Jason Leigh. I think this is her first movie. Right at the same time as Fast Times, I believe. Right there close, but I think this is the first movie that she was actually in now. As far as release dates, that could be a little different, but we've got Taylor Negron in this. I love this guy no matter what he's in. Even his little cameos in like One Crazy Summer. He's one of those guys, he just pops on the screen. And he's playing Julio in this movie. Julio is supposed to be marrying Jennifer Jason Leigh's character, Allison, which is, again, Rodney Dangerfield's daughter. And Julio comes from a rough and tumble kind of family. He's hilarious, y'all. I mean, to me, he kind of makes this movie. And, of course, Jennifer Jason Leigh's character is totally innocent, never been with a man. She doesn't understand, when you get married, what the honeymoon is, to consummate the wedding or the marriage. And she has a problem with that. So it just adds more to this movie. Is there anybody else worth talking about here? Oh, Tom Noonan is in this. It's Patty. He's one of Rodney Dangerfield's buddies. That's pretty much it as far as people to bring up. But yeah, I mean, this one just moved. First, you got to start off with the awesome theme song by Billy Joel. I love this song. I don't even know if it's really even on an album that he did, but it's specifically for this movie. And Rodney Dangerfield's character, like I said, smoking, gambling, smoking dope, drinking. This is his daily routine. But his job is he does baby photography. So, he's trying to make ends meet by that. His best friend Nick, which is Joe Pesci, is like a plumber. And they're trying to get everything together for this wedding that's coming up. And you get this whole hilarious scene where Nick and Rodney Dangerfield's character, Monty, have to go pick up the wedding cake. And I mean, it's absolutely huge. And they put it in the back of this van, a panel van that's for Nick's, plumbing business. And they're driving, and Joe Pesci is smoking pot, drinking beer, while he's driving with this huge cake in the back. Cake's getting slung around everywhere. Needless to say, they end up having a wreck, and it demolishes the cake. You got that going on. So, I mean, they're everything they do, it just turns out wrong. But Rodney is such a lovable character. Him and his wife, I mean, they get along great, but the mother-in-law hates him, and she runs a huge business. Like I said, she dies and leaves him $10 million if he can straighten up his life. But, for the most part, they are content with their life, and they live in a very closely built neighborhood where a house is like, 2 feet from your house. I mean, they're just, built right on top of each other. Also, when they have the wedding, the reception is in the backyard, which is maybe 30 square feet, and there's like 250 people in this little bitty area, in a little fenced-in area, which is hilarious. Some of my favorite Rodney Dangerfield lines is in this movie, because when he hears the news that he has to straighten up his life, he's, going on a diet, he's detoxing, right, getting all the toxins out of his body, and still trying to do the photography thing. He goes to take a picture of this kid from a, let's just say, healthy-sized family, right? The mom and dad are both big. The kid is even kind of big. The kid's on like one of these little rocking horse things with the springs, and it's just almost touching the ground. And the parents are like, "Oh, he's got my eyes," and the dad's like, "Well, he's got my hair," and Rodney Dangerfield, "and he's got my sympathy." And the mom says something about, "Make sure you can get these back far enough so we can, because I want this in some wallet-sized pictures." And he's like, "That kid won't fit in a wallet." So, I mean, it's got some great Rodney Dangerfield stuff in this. And, he's doing his best, man. He's really trying to dry up and stay away from everything. So between that and, the wedding happening and the daughter going for her honeymoon, and that doesn't end very well. She ends up moving back home. Then you got Julio outside, who's trying to do the Cyrano thing, where he's out there and he's got his buddy hiding in a bush trying to tell him what to say, and they screw it all up. It's hilarious, man. It really is. This is a very fun slice of 80s Americana. It's just a great film, and like I said, possibly the best Rodney Dangerfield movie, which probably set in motion all the other ones that we get later on. But he just kills it in this one. And I don't know, I just felt like watching a Rodney Dangerfield movie, and this is the one that popped up. I did Back to School already, which I love that one too. But I don't know, there's something about this one and his friends that all hang out. The sitting around the poker tables and all this stuff, and does he get the prize at the end? Only one way to find out. You need to watch this movie. Guess what? It's on Tubi, and you can watch it. anytime you want to. Well, as long as it's on there. Highly recommended. I mean, if you like 80s movies, 80s comedy, this one's kind of hard to go wrong with. It's got plenty of stuff in it. It doesn't lag at all. Just a solid flick. And I think it's one of those that people just don't talk about this one enough. And so, I highly recommend you check it out. For me, this movie is a 4 out of 5. So didn't even have to really think about it much. That's I think that's a fair shake. And yeah, check this one out. Look for the young Joe Pesci in this, right? He's perfect in this movie. And I think that's that thing too, is you're not just following Monty, right? You're following him and his friends who are no help, right? Because they all still smoke and gamble and drink, and you know, they're his friends. So he's still around them, and he still has to deal with all that too. So I don't know. I just I find this one really enjoyable, and I think you will too. So that's really all I got for this one. It's kind of short and sweet, but you know, sometimes you don't have to say a lot. You just say, hey, you need to check this one out. And guess what? You do. All right, folks, that's going to be it for this episode. Hey, let me know if you got some recommendations. We just hit the turn of the new year, so I've got a list of stuff, but it's willing to change if there's something that you guys want covered. So just let me know. Hit me up. Send me a message. Drop it on the Dr. Movie MR Facebook page, Facebook group. You're welcome to join that, hang out with us, and yeah, enjoy the madness. All right, folks, that's it for this one. We will check you later.